Aina jagema nihina imaramai ihunanya ina obiomage duranyanya iwu inwege mgbanwe odi onye dịka gị ebu wafa n'omega dadi anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma ise ise ise. Yes, of course. Once again, fellow Biafrans, the lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, people of conscience around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we're streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, a platform which is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group. And of course, we understand the enormous challenge, the precarious situation we find ourselves. I keep on reminding us about this issue. And there is need for everybody who is involved, directly or indirectly, to begin to congregate around one another, because if we fail to stop this process, the rest assured this process will stop us. By the special grace of the Almighty God, I remain George ONYIBE, and I hail from Abo and Yoma Province, Delta State, to be precise. I must at this moment acknowledge the Creator, He who has made the heaven and the earth and has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For without Him we are gone as a people. He is our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He is our guide in matter both great and small. He remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. I thank you, men and women out there who are taking your time to stand in the gap. And of course, there is many reasons for you to back off. You should be discouraged. This is normal. These are evidence, symptoms that certain things are not right. You can, a lot of things, very discouraging, but you're still there. Biafrans, thank you. Those who have died for this purpose, they thank you. And there are those of you out there, for one reason or the other, you have hindrance. You cannot perform the way you ought to. We understand. We thank those of you who are doggedly engaging every process. Your called name, you were misled, and you're being still misled, and so much to say. And what about those of you who are not even Biafrans, but yet you choose to identify with us in this cause? Biafra Restoration Project and its quest is legit. It will remain that way till the end of time. It's just a matter of time. Nigeria will recognize Biafra. But we have always known, for instance, I have always known that the Fulanis are not the one holding us down in Nigeria. That the Hausa, Yoruba, not even the British government, that is holding us down in Nigeria. We eventually has become the instrument of our undoing for so many reasons. We shall look into that issue some of these days. And for those men and women who are out there, you must not relent. Biafran watchmen, stand your ground. We are not going anywhere, and certainly we are not in a hurry. And so without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled, Another Side of Consultation as Regard the Biafra Restoration Project. Another side of consultation as it regard the Biafra Restoration Project. Day before yesterday broadcast, we look at the issue of representation and consultation. And from my discussion with our daddy in the Lord, I understand that even the idea of consultation is being looked into from one side of it, and then there is another side we are not looking into, and that is why we have to review it this evening. Actually, I was cut off yesterday during the broadcast as a result of one or two technical issues, so we were not able to conclude that broadcast of yesterday, but we shall go back, revisit it in the nearest future. But then let us focus on this very topic this evening, which is entitled The Other Side of Consultation as a regard to the Biafran Restoration Project. Many people think that when we talk about consultation, we are going to beg Ubi of Onitsha, and then we go and beg Ubi of Abo, and then we go and beg Ubi of Wari, and then we go and beg Ato of Igala, and then we go and beg Amayanabo, and then who else are we going to beg? Nobody is helping anybody here. The difference between those who are agitating now, whether fraudulent or sincerely, and those of you who are sitting on the fence, maybe out of ignorance, and those of you who are antagonizing the process, is as a result of the information at our disposal. That is just true. Nobody is enemy. If, for instance, Nnamdi Kanu wake up one day, considering how many people that have died because of Biafra Restoration Project, considering how many people that are incarcerated, considering how many of us that are willing to die in his place, if necessary, and then yet they come out and call us thief, and then yet they come out and announce our name on the radio, so Nigeria will kill us, and then he collect money and they relocate to Abuja. That is information at his disposal, because before now the real issue of sabotage has not been discussed. This one we shall see to the end. And so after this generation, no Biafran will do anything of such manner anymore. But you can dispute it. Oh, you gotta leave that. That is as a result of the information at your disposal. I see a lot of intellectual young men and women of Biafran extraction, and when you talk about this issue of Biafra, you look like this guy is a tout. This guy is not moral. We shouldn't be with this guy. My brother, my sister, if you fall into that category, you don't have sense. You don't have sense, because there is more beneath that the eye can see. The imperialists came and built school for us. The imperialists came and built church for us. They built mosques for us. They give us drinking water. They give us electricity. Do you know they give our father kai kai, and then they give them mirror? They enjoyed it, and now we have to fight the system, the very fabric of our foundation. We fought it for them and enslave ourselves by ourselves until everything that we are is handed over to them. The same process is going on, but it's okay. And then there are those who are antagonizing the whole process based on what they are benefiting from the current corrupt system. All these are information at your disposal. I want you to sit back and think for a while that maybe in the next 100 years, everything you labor for will be in the hand of another man, family and generation that do not know you. Go and think about Alexander the Great. After he has achieved greatly on this universe, and on his way back from one of those men, he never died without advising them or instructing them on what to do. And he said to his men, his legionnaires, you see this gold, you see this silver, you see these diamonds. When I die, please bring out my hand from the coffee, so everybody will know that I, Alexander the Great, I could not walk away with silver and gold. And so those of you who are doing what you are doing for the money, and so you antagonize the process, it's okay. But in the midst of all this hulo-balo, there is a solution. If we are able to design the pathway we must follow, we must offend ourselves, we must fight ourselves, we must disagree in order to agree, we must contradict ourselves. But then the desire, the target, the focus, the concentration, the need, we must unify in all of them. This is Biafra matter. It does not concern Oduduwa and Arewa, because in their own agenda, for instance, they do not include us. But whether they like it or not, all of us have been victim of one Nigeria. Now Boko Haram broke Kuje prison, and they ran to Abuja and caused havoc, and they are still causing havoc, and they will cause further havoc. Now this is the response of Nigeria. Remember, Boko Haram breaking Kuje prison or harassing Abuja cannot be said to be targeted against the Biafrans. I will not agree with that. But these guys has grievance. I just pray they carry their anger to the people who initiate them in the first place. Because if they fail to do that, it will only lead to one end: ultimate confusion. Just like it's going to erupt in Biafra land if we don't take our time. And now it is said that this same group of terrorists were the one who hijacked train in between the boundary of Abuja and the neighboring state. These same people are going freely. They remove army people watching Kuje, and then in less than 24 hours they withdraw, recall the army guiding Kuje. Terrorists take over. And what did you hear? The people in charge of the correctional facility told us that 82 million naira have been stolen by Boko Haram. Now you should begin to understand why most people are in detention. Are you telling me somebody who is arrested and has 1 million naira, for instance, in his possession and locked up in Kuje prison will live alive when that money has entered the hand of those warders? My brother, say the truth. Is now a correctional facility bank? If not for the cause of injustice and the reason why we are here, you cannot come out and tell the world that inside a correctional facility you have 82 million naira belonging to the inmate. Something is wrong. But we know the truth. Let me tell you what happened to me. That should be in 1995. I was driving from Festac Town going to my 2. And when I get to the ferry park there around my 2, I stopped to buy something. I never knew there were mobile task force around there then. Immediately I stepped down from my vehicle, they arrested me. And my vehicle was still steaming. They did not allow me to take off the vehicle. They did not allow me to take anything. They picked me off from my 2 there and they took me to Kirikiri maximum prison. They presented me before a mobile court. They judged my matter instanta and they sentenced me. I don't even know how many years. My vehicle stayed on the road and steamed as far as the fuel runs out. And my people were looking for me. 1 day, 2 days, almost 1 week. But God has a way of doing things. And then somebody was to be released from the prison where I was. And then I told the person, this is what happened to me. Nobody know I'm here. Tell this message to my people. And the same person I was sending this message is an Igbo boy picked up from Ojota. He entered Lagos at night without knowing where he is going to. The military picked him up and throw him inside Kuje. This is what they do to us. And so where is my money? And where is the money of all the people they are illegally arresting and detaining? I am telling you my experience. I'm not saying what they say they said. This is your one Nigeria. And all of us one way or the other are victim. And that is how my company knew what happened. Until they came for my release after a week later. This is one Nigeria. So Yoruba can pretend. Hausa can pretend. It is going to affect all of you. Aside the 82 million naira that have been stolen, what else did we hear? This should be the second time. Nigerian Air Force, almighty Nigerian Air Force, the highest Air Force in Africa, supposedly maybe the second highest Air Force in the world. This is the second time they are killing Nigerians. The first time Boko Haram terrorists invaded communities. These people became vulnerable and could not defend themselves. They set up IDP camp and said, tell the survival of the Fulani herdsmen attack to go to IDP camp. These people without choice went to IDP camp just to survive. Nigerian idiot pilots carried their aeroplane or whatever caterpillar they fly on air and bomb all the civilians. And now, if you link it together, if you reason holistically, could it be that actually because these people survived that Fulani terrorist attack, and the agenda is that they must be wiped out so their community can be taken by Fulani? Is that what is really trying to play out? Now Boko Haram broke Kuje prison. Everybody is running for their life. Nigerian Specialist Air Force Department are busy bombing IDP camp, busy bombing innocent village. And Yoruba will tell me, oh, this is a hate speech. Then Hausa will say, this is this one. Let us go with our hate speech. Don't you see what we and the Kanu is doing here? You talk anyhow, we will respond anyhow to you. You do anyhow, you do anyhow. We are enjoying it. Go and ask him and the can is enjoying it. We are waiting for him. Let him come and give us Oroboshin Taraba, Rabashin Taraba. We will give him back. Look at unknown government. They are doing unknown government. Are they not changing their language? This is who we are. We cannot deny it. But in the heart of all this deception, in the heart of all this sincerity, to be real in its essence, we love ourselves. We love our people. And that is what drives us. And so we agree, yes, we are the problem of one Nigeria. In fact, I was going through a forum this afternoon, and they were writing the name of the people that caused the supposedly the first what do you call it, the first Igbo coup. And from the list they wrote there, they said Ifajuna from Midwestern region. I've never heard about this in my life. All of a sudden, Ifajuna is from Midwestern state. I have written to those people in the forum, please, Which of the community in the Midwestern state does Ifajuna come from? If you like, deny your father because you want them to applaud you that you are a good man. But you see, in the end, a snake cannot give birth to a tiger, and a tiger cannot give birth to a snake. They will always give birth to their kind. What am I trying to tell you? We are all victims of one Nigeria. Only exceptional few who have chosen to be forever slave for the imperialists. They help the colonial master to undermine the right of every one of us. And when you talk to her, they say to you, look at Nnamdi Kanu, our brother. Nigeria want to settle him. It's not the only one. Oh. Go and check the history of all the people fighting for resource control, all the people fighting for agitation. All of them have been settled for by Nigeria. The one that Nigeria did not settle are only the one in the grave. And most of them is because at the end of the day, they did not know it will lead to their death. For instance, Ken Saro-Wiwa, he thought his friend Abacha would save him. If he know, he would have collected his title and let Ogoni clean up remain. After all, it's Margaret Sabe not enjoying Ogoni land. Have they cleaned up Ogoni land even with the death of Ken Saro-Wiwa? Onachi say we be fool. And so when we call you Urobo, Ishekiri, Patani, Ndokwa, Anyocha, all of you, rise up. You Efiki, Bibio, Anangobobura, Ugab, Mbitorum, Banon, Biseamano, Bankwedo, all of you, rise up. Let us get out of this place. Igala, Yola, all of you, my people. But will you understand? And some of them even think we are entertaining ourselves on social media. May the Lord be with all of you anyway. And so why am I saying all these things in the end? That is because when each time I, for instance, talk about consultation, I am looking at it beyond the normal, how do they say it? The normal way most people appreciate it or sees it from its definition. And now I want to tell you a story so you can be able to understand what I'm trying to make you understand. There was a man and a woman who got married. Their marriage lasted for 25 years without a child. They are related to me. The woman in question is my relative. For a very long time, or when she was young, she did abortion through a quack doctor, and her womb was damaged, and so she knew she was not going to have children of her own anymore, and that secret remained with her. A very beautiful woman. And then there is another man who fell in love with her. He never told that man. But the man on the other side knew he was an impotent man. He could not have children. He does enjoy conjugal relationship. He feels like a real man, but he has a very low sperm count. And I think the organisms or the cells responsible for the production of sperm in that of a male, he don't have it. He's tried everything he could to no avail. He has resigned to fate. That makes them the same people. Both of them have accepted their fate. But then somewhere along the line, the man have to marry. And then the woman, both of them jam. They never knew their secret. And then some months later, the woman complained of feeling somehow. And they have to send her back to her parents' place. She stayed there for a while. And they say, she's pregnant. She has pumped her stomach. And they rub the stomach every day. That is the height of atrocity. So when your wife tells you she's pregnant, my brother, once in a while, tap that baby and put your head to your wife's womb. If it's from 7 months upwards, you will feel the baby move, because some of your wife now, they are pump their stomach and tell you they are pregnant. It's very common now in our land. Anyway, that is not our discussion, but in case you care. And so she pump her womb. Meanwhile, they have contracted another woman to get pregnant, and baby factory, in fact baby's factory, she bought a baby from the factory, and then all of a sudden she went to abroad to born, to deliver, and then they talk on video, oh, our baby is here, oh praise God, oh. They now went to church and do Thanksgiving. I never know he will answer me this way. I never know he will answer me this way. You think you can deceive God? Just like most of us are doing. Some people have collected money. They are on Facebook and say, Biafra or death, Biafra or death. There will be no election in Biafra land. Go and ask him, Yonipa, if you know how much these people collect in collaboration with most of our politicians to destroy our life once again. Most of you will be ashamed of yourself, what you are doing. I'm telling you, see me on a group of company, Igodomi, Godoneli, do Akatami Kata. If you know how much these people have collected to cause confusion and put an end to this project, you will be shocked. And then after testimony and testimonial, the woman came back home. This thing happened like 2-3 different times. And so they have 3 babies. The woman don't have womb. The man is impotent. How do they do it? And then one day, something came up. They both need, there is something missing in their life. The man who could not have a child had a side chick outside. And then the side chick told the man, you have pregnanted me. The man knew that I cannot pregnant a woman. And this woman said, I have pregnanted her. Could it be because now they have children already, adopted do, but then there is a difference between adopting and having your own biological children. And for some reason he called the wife and said, this is know what reason. Told the woman, I too have the same problem you have. These children are not yours. The confidence that made the woman to say it is because the man himself is inculpable, and so her condition make it look like the woman is justified to do what she has done. And so for the first time, both of them tell themselves their deepest secret. And then the emptiness surfaced. What is the emptiness? Both of them will never or have never understand what the blessing of a father can be. Both of them can never. They will never understand what it means to hold your little baby close to your chest and feel his heart or her heart beating very fast. They will not know this blessing of a father that makes you smell the hair of your baby. They will never feel this true joy to see your son having undisputable identical resemblance. They can never understand what it means to hear your biological son cry, to see them take their first step. This is the blessings of fathers they can only imagine. But what would they do? They told their people, this is the position we have found ourselves. Consultation came up. From the consultation, they went for a rehabilitation. Do I call it rehabilitation? How do they call it in English? Resolution. And after which, they came back home. Of course, there is a little bit division in the family. Whatever they did was not intentional. But even at that, it does not make them moral. And so every family member moved back from them. They were like birds of the same feather. They were like, you got to leave those people alone. They were like, you need to condemn these people. But they carried their cross. They both did not separate. It was not easy for them, but they continued. Constant discussion was going on. And finally, they found peace. They made peace with one another. And so the father of those children came and took their children away. And so for like almost 10 years, both of them lived in their true stature, barren. They were okay. They just see themselves as if they are just boyfriend and girlfriend. They never complained. They accepted it. And then one day, this my auntie fell sick. I think I've said it in one of the broadcasts. She fell sick. Every day she is 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 sick. She's not born before. She never knew she was pregnant. But God has eventually set them free. And then they concluded that it's appendix. And so they took her to the hospital. And doctor, having cross-examined her, discovered that the woman is pregnant. And the woman said, how could this be when I don't have womb? But they say, you are pregnant. And of course, they conducted the normal cesarean operation and brought out the baby. It's a baby boy. We call that boy appendix. He's still alive till today. So appendix, if you are listening to this broadcast, pardon me. Our people need to learn. And I cannot tell them about matters I was told. I like using myself as an example. That is why I have to do this. We call the boy appendix. And so after the delivery of the boy, both of them went back, reviewed themselves, properly run tests on themselves. And you see, they were okay. That which they cannot do for themselves, God did it for them. Why? Because they told themselves the truth. Consultation gave birth to reconciliation. Because they were consultation, it gave birth to restitution. Restitution, another hand, delivered all of them coming together. They told each other the lies they have been hiding. They understand that this is the position we are. And those who actually cared saw this position they have found themselves and gave them the necessary assistance. Because now people can come involved and say, but why don't you people go to this clinic? And then another will say, why don't you people go and see this Ezemo? And then another will say, why don't you people go and see this prophet? That is when my people will say, ONYIBE. And now, what are the moral lessons I want us to learn from this discussion in regard to consultation? Number one, they were both injured, as we are. The people of Biafra have been injured. All of us. We have been injured. We will see a non-Igbo, we say, instead of Igbo to rule me, let Fulani rule me. Can you tell me you have not heard that from supposedly your fellow Biafran? And then you see another Igbo man, we say, all these Niger Delta people say, let us leave them and move away. Something made you to say that. Because the attitude they are bringing that is not encouraging. And so, if somebody who is not an Igbo will say, instead of Igbo to rule me, let Fulani rule me. Inside our Biafra, my brother, attacking the process will not show you the truth. The only truth is go back and find out. Why would he say so? Why would he do that? Something is wrong somewhere. And let us go our own. We get a long way to go. Everybody go in your own way. We go balance well. But that will not solve the problem. So the moral lesson, both of them understand that both of them have been injured. This man knew he can't have his son, and then he married a woman to keep her widow or what? And this woman knows she can't have a son, he married the man to make him childless or to continue doing infidelity. But you see, the moment both of them came together, acknowledge the condition they have found themselves, and forgive one another. Nobody still remember this story as we speak. They live their life fulfilled, happily thereafter, as they will say. And so when I talk about consultation, if the Ifik man will come forward, the Ibibio man, the Idoma man, the Tala man, the Igbo man, the Ijo man, the Ogoni man, the Andone man, everybody, member competent nation of this Biafra would come forward. And then let us confess to one another. And then you begin to understand when the Bible says, if the people who are called by my name will humble themselves and confess before me, then I will forgive them. You don't know what it means. You don't know what it means. You've not tried it before, but you will not understand. These are some of those processes. These are some of the healing. Very fast healing. You will see at the end of the day, nobody will be accusing each other. Nobody will be fighting each other. Nobody will want to pretend you are holier than I. And then we look at another moral lesson from this discussion. They both kept secret and ended up living in the shadow of themselves, as we are. Both of them kept the secret, and for almost more than half of their life, they live in the shadow of themselves. They answered father that they can never be father. The other answered mother, she will never be mother, because they kept this secret. Today you see us, we own the resources, we are the owner of the resources. My guy, stop deceiving yourself. There is no tide road in your community. There is no electricity. You don't have hospital, no good school building. My brother, stop deceiving yourself. If you like, own the whole oil in Nigeria. The people who don't have oil are living better than you. You are living in the shadow of yourself. The day you see this truth, most of the things you are doing, you will not do it again. Or you're looking at individuals who have collected their own money and sit back and be yapping and be claiming to be your God. This is a common problem affecting all of us. Only rich people with conscience will come to stop this. After all, they are okay. Why are they bothering themselves? But if they know the truth, within the third or fourth generation, their children will descend low to this. That is if we have not been exterminated in the first place. The more you keep secret, the more you leave the shadow of yourself. And let's go back to Nnamdi Kanu. He's keeping secret. He will continue living in the shadow of himself. You can imagine Nnamdi Kanu coming to tell you, now I want Biafra land to be calm. Everybody keep quiet. Who the heck is he? You want us to be calm? The same thing we told you not to initiate this criminal process. You call us criminal. You said we stole money. You said we stole money. You said we are criminal. You blackmailed us. Now you are tired of doing unknown government. Now the Kanu, you will do unknown government. Any other politician, it doesn't matter if he's P2B, it doesn't matter if he's my father. You are coming to support Nnamdi Kanu, so you get vote. All of you are deceiving yourself. We will follow all of you bomber to bomber. In fact, even most people don't even know what is coming. We will follow all of you bomber to bomber. We will dig out all your dirty, stinking activities, so everybody will know. Whether they believe or they don't believe, whatever they do is left for them. Talk the one you know. Talk the one you know. And stop betraying our people. You're keeping secret. You make us to live in the shadow of ourselves. Those who have sense, it's like, wow. Do you mean Nnamdi Kanu can call for calmness in Igbo land? Wow, God is wonderful, I must tell you. You are deceiving us. If he knew Igbo land have to be calm, why did he initiate the process then? Where is Rabbi Charles? Where is OK Foreign? Where are all your native doctors? All the native doctors in Biafra land now work with the DSS. You get the point now. You go and do all this shit, they give you fake one. DSS, Tawazai, Ushie. Oh, you're living in the shadow of yourself. You can only try to deceive the Mugu, the gullible. But you see, with this truth we know. With this truth we know. Only one way out, that is what you have. Repent, confess, repent, come for restitution. You shall be you. And only to notice that and decide to move on. And I tell you, such a brother or sister will go very far from you, and eventually any day you will need them. They will not be there. If someone courage and say this thing is not good, this is not to undermine anybody. That is why people who speak English sometimes they say, but with due respect, sir. Anybody that tells you with due respect, sir, with due respect, ma, know that that person in that instance has no intention to respect you, but they are just trying to be cordial. Anybody that tells you with due respect, that person is telling you, forget, I know they respect you, this is the truth, or this is the position of them. Summon courage and ask the person. You'll see whether that person oblige or not. You will never regret your action. Have taken time. Some of these issues causing this problem today in the Biafra restoration project. Asking Nnamdi Kanu, asking China Sanwo-Olu, and I know other people did the same thing. And you see, when you finish asking them, it's like, who does this guy think he is? When Nnamdi Kanu asked me to go on air and tell our people that yes, they can go and vote because we have been sealed, delivered, and documented, I asked Nnamdi Kanu, sir, how do you think our people will react to this issue? Aruchukwu speak there. Nnamdi Kanu take me to 2 different shrines, and let those shrines judge me and Nnamdi Kanu. Sir, Almighty God, Nnamdi Kanu, how do you think our people will react to this decision, this sudden change? And he responded to me, are you telling me they will not obey? I say, I have not said so, sir. I'm just asking, have you considered how will it will affect the people? He said, then go and do what I asked you to do. Then go and do what I asked you to do. He said, God on the ara, God of mad people. Very unfortunate. I summon courage and I always ask them. I know they cover my mouth where you they do bad. You say make we go save our people. Now you say make we begin kill them. Then they begin they fear you. When I no get sense, come out and confess. Your widows are waiting. The widowers you have made are on ground. And what do they call them? The orphans you have made, all of them are on ground. They will listen to these brokers. We will tell them what has happened to them. It is only restitution, confession, and genuine repentance that will save all of you. Rubbish. And so if we want to get Biafra, we are the ones setting up ourselves. Let me digress a little bit. We have 3 representatives tussling to be the next president of Nigeria come 2023. You have Tinubu, you have Atiku, and then you have Peter. Okay, let me go the right way. You have Tinubu, you have Atiku, and you have Obi. 3 of them. I've not heard any Yoruba saying more. Though I used to see online when they say Obasanjo, we all know Obasanjo does not have the moral standing to condemn anybody. Obasanjo is the highest man who have ruled Nigeria. I think he ruled Nigeria almost 40 years. Only Obasanjo, he ruled with Kaki, he ruled with Abada, he is still influencing many people. Only Obasanjo, he does not have moral standing to address even Atiku. How did he get there? But look at Yoruba. Nobody is attacking Tinubu. They are only moving forward to see how they can hit our heads together, take some cross section of us to go and vote for them. Of course, compared to the era of tribalism and nepotism, it's to be expected. And I look at Atiku. I'm yet to see any Hausa, let's say, coming to attack Atiku. Atiku, who under Obasanjo bought almost every government property in Niger Delta. He owns Intel, he owns Petrochemical, he owns Indoroma. The seaport in Iguacha function because of Atiku. Nobody have given us his history of fraudulence. But now you come to Ubi. We are only the one antagonizing ourselves. It is only Biafra here. No, they didn't come and take permission from me. Since they didn't take permission from me, I support Yahaya Bello. Oh. And then what are they saying? Omokri is saying, my brother Omokri, make you use your head. Oh, people like you, no soil your hand. Oh. When they classify you and Deji, you go get problem. Now you want follow that they talk to P2B. The only reason I have not even faced P2B, he has not attacked anybody. Since I have seen him in the recent appearance, the only thing I don't like is telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Considering the fact that he's in Anambra and he saw unknown gunmen behead countless people, rape countless people, kill countless people, they are still chasing unknown gunmen. But aside that, I don't have problem with you. You are the only one not attacking anybody, discussing national issue. Other people are busy looking for how to drag you down. But don't support Nnamdi Kanu thinking you will win. Oh. Because those people, it's money that move them. Just give them money. Their social media warrior will flood everywhere and put you there. But you see, it's going to keep us down. We will remain down here today. That is why our problem in Africa is unique. The same method, the same pattern, the same process. We have been reacting the same way. And now not until the generation of those men and women who will rise up and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're going to be in this wilderness for a very long time. And then we look at the fourth moral lesson so we can bring this closer to an end. The fourth moral lesson from what I have told you regarding the married man and woman is that both of them put their past behind and then embrace the future. You see, and they moved ahead. Yes, Adakaboro rose up and fight for Niger Delta Republic. Ojukwu is one of the greatest influence that undermined that very movement. And then Ojukwu later on rose up and saw the Adakaboro saw and then declared Biafra nation. A job people did not give support because they still mourn Adakaboro. And then after the civil war, Kansarowiwa rose up to cry for the same thing Adakaboro and Ojukwu has fought for, and they lose. And then Igbo people did not support Adakaboro, Kansarowiwa. And most of his people who are feeding from the misery of their people did not support him. He's in the grave. My brother, leave the past behind and embrace the future. This is the era of a new generation. We are not part of this atrocity. We have not committed any crime whatsoever. We have not betrayed our people. We have never acted as the instrument of our undoing. We have not eaten money from any politician. We have not been paid to fight against that cause that would have liberated us. We are just simply the sons of our father who work very hard to become human. We are just simply the children of our mother who is eagerly looking for a time where we will not judge by where we come from, but by merit, for God's sake. Consultation must continue. Okwasena omenoke hoba nweji okuni yewu okohoba. Kanoka hoba nweji ye okupwa ya nwata ego ninte ojakodebu nwata ho. Let us play the rule. We all know the right thing to do. Consultation must continue. What we are doing here is not telling you, hey, we are going to give you Biafra tomorrow. Now Biafra is coming next tomorrow. Just give me 10,000 naira. Biafra will come. After all, Nnamdi Kanu told you before Simeon Ekpa, you know, move like that because you don't have sense. That you might know that Elohim sent me. Biafra will come by 2020. If Biafra did not come, you know that Elohim did not send me. They are thorough. Biafra must. Did they say Biafra will not come? Why will Elohim lie to us? Categorically, Elohim told him. And this is 2022, heading to 2023. Elohim didn't give us Biafra. Who is deceiving who here? And then he is a recruit to change narrative. He's there now, Simeon Ekpa. Just give me 62 billion naira. 5 of you in 5 months. I will give you Biafra. No. Ndioshi. Very unfortunate. That is not what we are telling you here. What we are saying here, first of all, is that a lot of things are wrong. A lot of tools, instruments are out of place, out of order. You need to create this orderliness. You need to create this orderliness. And then you wake up one day. You see 10 persons has placed their hand on the plow. They believed in this thing that you are coming out from. They had faith in this thing. They want to live for this thing. And if they have to die, they are ready, willing to die for this thing. And then preparing the next generation to continue from where they stop. Commencements. The end of one, the beginning of another. Biafra will come. Until every of this avenue that will give us Biafra is properly engaged. Having our people minding their duty post. Oh, thank God the social media is not going anywhere. Thank God Facebook is not going anywhere. If Facebook die, maybe to go will come out. And in fact, more from are coming. So we will be here. And hopefully God will help us to understand. Nobody is infallible. And nobody is righteous. Nobody can say I'm perfect or I know it all. But then, you have a little knowledge about certain truths. And then you have a little knowledge about the other truth. That is why life is divided in partition. A is not unquo is not afo. Afo can never be only. You get the point? So if you are a Biafra, you believe in the restoration of Biafra, I encourage you. Our administrators often come online to give out their number. There is need to regroup. There is need to start all over again. There is need to face other dimension. I say join the Biafra Nation Alliance. Join the de facto customary government, which is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group. And of course, there are some pro-Biafran group who are not members of the de facto customary government. They share our opinion. They want the best for our people. Some are fighting for the overall interest of Nigerian, the next generation. To them, it doesn't matter where you come from, whether Rewa, Duduwa or Biafra. They want to pull down the constitution of Nigeria. Some are clamoring for restructure. Another say devolution of power. Some still cry for resource control. And then the Bill of Rights. And some say divide Nigeria. You know the one your heart bleed for? Go there. But on a strong note, I say, join the Biafra Nation. A lot of work to do. And believe me, we cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. Because it is going to take all of us to save all of us. You can inbox any of our administrators. Inbox us on Facebook. We have our studio lines, our administrators across the globe. Let us give this a push. And of course, we are on FM 100.5. At least currently, some part of Anambra, some part of Delta, some part of Enugu State, some part of Anambra State, and of course in the coming days there are men who are committed to ensuring that this radio gets everywhere. We need this information more than ever, and that is why we are here. If anybody do PEM, we just hammer the person, they change their pattern. If we are not here, you have no idea what unknown government would have done to all of you. Now the Kanu would have been collecting tax from all of you. And you will still be saying, holy, Nyoshi. Very unfortunate. I'm just telling you the truth. You can resist it for a while. But sooner or later, you will understand what we are telling you at this moment. The quest continue. Because the agenda to Islamize Nigeria and total, how do I put it? Destroying us completely. It has never changed. The agenda is still on. At this moment, our lines are open. If you are able to call in to make your contribution, you are free. And of course, the number to call is a WhatsApp line, at least for this evening, until further notice. And it is 090-380-57131. 090 rather 380-57131. 090-380-57131 is the WhatsApp line. Don't forget, to be able to get home, there are a lot of issues to be discussed, a lot of process to engage. Not step back. I'll be back in a minute.
It's Marco.
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. United Nations. I'm going home. Chukwuadama. I'm going home. I'm going back to Biafra. Going back to Biafra. My motherland. Biafra. My fatherland. Biafra. Yeah. The son of Belial is now eating grass instead of sucking blood. Oh yeah, very bad. I was a king in my homeland.
Yes, sir. As always, I'm joined by my dad in the Lord. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you,
Good
my
evening,
Reverend.
sir, from here, and welcome to the program.
Can you hear me?
Loud
Yes,
and clear.
I can.
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me, sir? Thank you so very much for having me, my Reverend.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, my brother, they were.
There was, sir.
And thank God for this day. I would say this is afternoon anyway from here. Good afternoon from here to you, my Reverend, and good afternoon to all your friends and all lovers of freedom who are listening. As always, this message continues. It doesn't matter the intimidation. It doesn't matter any blackmail, the threat. This message of truth, the gospel of truth, is the only thing that can take us home. It doesn't matter how people manipulate. It's not, God cannot be manipulated. And I am so there's so many things you said this afternoon. As always, I just wish that I can take a nip on some of them. But I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin because you have said so many things. I don't know if I'm going to start with the consultation, which has been ongoing, like we said, continue the message so that our people can understand it. The issue of Biafra is so big. Biafra restoration does not require 2 people or 3 people or 1,000 men. No, it doesn't. Anybody that's telling you that Biafra restoration requires only 1,000 men or 50 men, then it's a delusion. It's a delusion. It's all about us. anyone that is watching what is going on in Ukraine, we see how every of them wanted to explore. They all went home. They even sought help from outsiders who are not Ukrainians. So, this issue of one clown just coming out and telling you to give him money and he's going to do miracle and give you Biafra in 1 day or 1 year, I don't know what is wrong. People, because of lack of understanding. We have to tell ourselves the truth. We have refused to listen to the gospel, and that's the reason. And just like you said, it doesn't matter what we think. When these people will start unleashing the mayhem, I get wounded by toto. I get woofer. My kind of we've been telling them. And I wear room Chichipuanya, one leg, 2 leg, Chineke melone bele. But any nation that was destroyed, that's exactly what happened. While they are being given information on how to rescue themselves, they are busy marrying and marrying. That's what our people are doing. Look at the entire population. It's only you guys that are showing off. In every little opportunity you have, you come and show. Parties everywhere. And I'm also guilty of that. But why I will not say that I'm completely guilty is because in the midst of that celebration, I'm thinking, how can we get ourselves free from this evil that is coming? Everyone witnessed what happened in Abuja yesterday or 2 days. After which they send the usual boo-boo. Not even that is clear evidence that there's no Buhari there. You guys saw what came out from the vehicle, how he raised his hand to reflect as Buhari, and how he jumped back in the vehicle. He does not look like him. He always with mask to deceiving you. It's so sad that people are so, going back to thinking about the people that are always crying for the federal government, the president to do something. You see why he's not doing something? Because he's not there. There's nobody there in Aso Rock other than the cabals. That's why they changed the title to presidency. They're doing anything they want to do, right in your faces. And this is how the next stage is going to be on the streets. And Boko Haram that ran away from Kuje prison, they have come to take revenge. And that's the end of the story. It's terrible. And people are not reasoning through this. And then we have the biggest distraction with Dixon and the Kano saga. People talking trash. You see some of this group of people, like the Odudu ones, they will not focus on their issue and think of how they will liberate themselves from that contraption. They will always tag on to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is a messiah. And you guys are fooling around, getting involved more and more, and getting killed for no reason. The so-called messiahs that have come to this world and gone, they never did it by. They have people who were around them, who God assigned to them to help them get to their destination. But this is the only era where people are saying, oh, they are now waiting for him to come out from the Kuje lounge to come and lead the army, because he promised them he's going to lead the army. So this is where we are today. And they continue to recruit idiots in the form of coordinators. I just listened to one idiot this afternoon. He claimed he's a doctor. Donald Azubike. He cannot. Only an easy. Nowhere he change pants. Yeah, he cannot pay his dues as far back as when he said he was going to help coordinate. Yeah, today he just revealed that while he cannot coordinate Maryland, he was also talking as I was saying. This is Zibida, you Wembley to take care of himself. You know, he's now coming out to running his mouth to talking bad about people who have made enormous contribution for the restoration of Biafra. Because he was working with the Takano who were they continue to destroy what we are doing here. Today, he just realized that Takano is not even Epeliman the Kano's brother. And they gave him a platform. He's insulting his mothers and fathers. He's insulting everybody. This idiot has not given, if I'm not mistaken, if anybody can check his account for people that are listening, this idiot has not given IPUB more than $300 if he ever given. But now he's setting up an account and asking people to pay into money into that. And he's just a very rank coordinator, doctor. This is confusion all over. And then they kind of carefully brought these people to come and destroy the entire thing. And yet, none of you have sense to understand it. None of you have common sense to understand what is going on. You are still fooling you around. As some of you have decamped to Idu Kingdom. Some of you are now in autopilot. Some of you are in the Directorate of Saboteurs. Common sense is not playing. And none of you can reason that the only common denominator in all this confusion is a none of you know. This group of while you are waiting for him to be there, I guess it's November now. You're going to make another fasting before November, maybe twice the fasting. So before he will be. Thank you. Maybe their grandmother house now. They will
the other ram they sacrifice. The easy one he rejected it because it's Hausa Fulani ram. This time, this time is going to be a feeble. Yes.
And how but that said, I didn't intend to waste my time, but I just glanced, went through what the idiot was vomiting today, insulting the pillars of IPOB. Okay? But then this issue that you also highlighted here concerning P2B, the Biafra de facto customary government have said that we are not part of their politics. Our focus is on Biafra land. We are not campaigning for P2B or any of them, or Kwakwanso, or Atiku, or Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We are not interested. Our interest is to make sure to educate our people who are on ground Because for me, that is here in the United States, I don't even think they will let me vote because I don't know when the Nigeria has started allowing for foreign votes. So it's going to be a disservice for me to be telling somebody there into. Okay, all I can do is to educate our people, to select people while we are waiting for Nigerians, especially the indigenous population, to rise up and reclaim their land. Otherwise, all of us are going into it. Are we gonna be? You said something about the IDP camp, right? How they are doing this thing, systematically grabbing their land. And people are
killing all of them and taking their land. They send terrorists to kill them. The survivor, they put them in IDP camp. Nigerian Air Force took bomb and kill all of them. So who owns their land? Fulani.
And then in a place, anywhere, the so-called governors who are the executive governors, instead of mobilizing the youths that are looking for jobs, bring in these terrorists from the north to come and start doing their evil here. I have said it before, our youth, well-trained youth can do this job. They can do this job. Okowa is doing it. All this nonsense is not in Delta. All this nonsense is not in a river state. But if you want to show your people, you go bring people you don't know about. They're coming in the land and they do more damage. We have told them, we have advised them as concerned citizens over the air and other media.
Why they are killing our youth? They are busy pregnanting our women, replacing them with their own seed.
Okay?
Very unfortunate.
And that's all that, because you cannot tell me, you cannot mobilize youths in Anambra to fight against this crime. But the reason why probably you cannot do that is because your master is telling you you cannot bear ammunition, you cannot bear guns. But they are killing you. In the north, they are openly saying to their people to get their gun and defend themselves because they collude. Okay? So what are we doing? You want to occupy an office and then you go killing people anyhow, like they are nothing. Killing innocent civilians. And while praising their chief culprits, how many times have we told them that the people they need to lay hands on here, and this crime will be over? How many times? But they are playing like they are not listening. The people that created this problem is now in Abuja because they know the land is hot. Until you arrest them, then you can begin to get a solution to this problem. I found another guy this morning who, somebody that called himself a security agency, whether police or not, is asking him, what did they cannot tell you? Nah, man. Can you believe this? That he was asking, first of all, he was wrong to put that interrogation on the television, on the Facebook. I've said it here before. Then he was wrong to even handcuff him. As you see, the pain from the handcuffs is creating, it's really a kind of duress. And a police officer telling, why didn't they cannot tell you? And I look at that posting and I say, wow, have we gone down this level that the police can no longer do their jobs? But that's what it is. We have to live with this right now because we have failed to learn from lesson or from history. Okay, then we have all these people that are talking anyhow, lying against people. I was watching this guy that was saying that P2B was. I didn't want to. If that person is not appropriately cautioned, I will start mentioning them here. They're talking about P2B. He's lying, and I was waiting for him to throw down the bomb to show the people why P2B was lying. Even though I'm not a P2B fan, what he can say is that P2B saved the Anambra State 75 million, and then from there changed the track. That 75 million was a week's pocket money or however he called it. That P2B lied. He said he didn't buy his son a car. Is that really? Does that really matter? Does that really matter? And then we turn around and say we want the freedom of our people. But in essence, what we're doing is creating more problem for ourselves. And I fight the freedom stomach. Terrible. It's so sad. So sad that at any inch of this struggle, anyone you say, okay, let's come together. We did reconciliation, right? My reverend. Did we do reconciliation? And we all came together to figure out a way to do what we're supposed to do. Here we are again. It's another level of idiocy, another level of idiocy. Because people have not realized that no tree makes a forest. No tree makes a forest. And the people have not realized that respect is reciprocal. As much as people respect you and I'll enable you to be, or consider you to be the person that organizes. Now you are disorganizing the whole thing. It won't go down well because you're not feeling nobody. But anyway, I'm going to save this for another day. We're going to watch these things and see how it plays down. Whoever is creating this nonsense needs to withdraw. Otherwise, because if that country is just full of idiots, no single noble man that can tell themselves the truth. But anyway, the key word to have freedom, it doesn't matter who you think you are. You may be enjoying now, they're paying you money here and there, you are making noise. Right around the corner. And everybody is going to partake. It's clear in your faces. You are looking at it, but you don't understand it. Go back to Pastor Emmanuel Bosso. I always reference him here. You listen to that. Pastor Emmanuel Bosso, he listened to voice messages. That was intercepted voice messages. Then you can put these things together. It's not difficult to understand. Never difficult to understand, but we make things complicated. But my reverend, sometimes this thing, you don't even know where to start and where to end. I just called in to let you know that you're doing a great job. I mean, like I always say, I don't know how you manage to maintain the level of sanity from it. And if Biafrans are listening to you, they need to pay heed. People are listening. Anyone that is listening to this program needs to pay heed. Go back and put it up and listen once more again or two times so you can understand what is being said here. We are calling on the Biafrans, disassociate yourself from this charade called IPOX. This Nandekano saga. Disassociate from you for just 1 week. So you can sit back and think. More than one person. It's more than 1,000 people because I know a lot of you are now beginning to give $10,000 for the next 6 months for Biafra to come in 2023. I don't know if that money put together is enough to buy weapons. I don't know how they're going to make it happen because it appears that we're going to fight this thing out. But we cannot do it until all of us come in order, come respecting one another, come telling ourselves the truth. First of all, confess to one another that we've been wrong all this time. Otherwise, we are going to be here. And when the time comes, a lot of us will perish. Do not say we didn't tell you. So, and I also encourage dear friends who are listening, do what you're supposed to do rightfully. Support this project. We are not asking you
And of course, this network challenges, and then hopefully I'll be able to get him back. This is still a live broadcast. Still looking at the issue of some other side, the other side of reconciliation. Let's see if I can go back and bring back our daddy in the Lord, Mazu Bidiu Binu, as he was giving us his parting comment. Let's see if I can still get him back. Our people must understand. And of course, every component member within the Nigerian territory, we're all victims of one Nigeria. The earlier you examine what is happening within your territory, within your locality, within your communities, and rise up, the better for all of you. Understand how it's supposed to work. Somewhere along the line, everyone will have to rise up and take a stand, making decision towards how your people will be protected and your ancestral land not being taken. Don't let somebody speak for you. Yes, you're back, sir.
The roundup
Sorry for that. It was a network issue. Go ahead, please.
It's okay. It's okay. We understand that. And all I'm doing is calling on dear friends. We are not asking you to come and give us money for next year. We can bring Biafra. No, we are calling you to come. Get in. Come on. Let us organize ourselves. Let us reorganize ourselves. That's all we are asking you. Meanwhile, we have bills to pay. While this message stays on, we need to get this message across Biafra land, the entire Biafra land. It will save life. That's all we are doing for now. To give our people the desired information to save their lives, because there's so many of them that are lost into this mess that are yet to understand what we are talking about here. If Perimana Decano is not going to give you Biafra. If Perimana Decano, as a matter of fact, have taken Biafra restoration so much years back, he messed up a lot of things, and he's here relaxing at the DSS dungeon, or rather the lounge, telling you for the Biafra land to be calm. And I'm glad you mentioned to him, we want the Fulanese or the Janjaweeds to let him go, so he can come and see the widows, the orphans, the widowers, and everything that he has created, people that are maimed, all these things that he has brought to our people, and perhaps give an account of the monies that we are giving to him. And I think that's the right thing to do. But for now, it doesn't matter how long he hides in that dungeon. We are with him. And our people must support this project right now and help save lives. Thank you very much, my Reverend. May God in heaven continue to keep, protect, and preserve you until Biafra comes and beyond. Let him bless your family and continue to enable you what it takes to come up here and educate our people.
Amen.
And with that, I would say all hail Biafra.
Biafra.
God bless the people of Biafra and all lovers of freedom.
Amen.
There were my brother. Thank you very much.
There was, and of course, that is the voice of my daddy in the Lord. I don't know about you. And I should say, sir, your presence is an inspiration to everything we are doing. And I thank you so much for being there for the people of Biafra. And of course, I know Biafra have wonderful persons, wonderful people out there. It's just that some things are not right. But I will advise you this evening, be yourself. Be real. It's just a matter of time. Everything is going to be all right. We just need to go through this process, and believe me, it is going to save a lot of troubles. And like I was saying before now, our people must understand every component member nation trapped in within this the concept of one Nigeria. Save yourself. Rise up. At this moment, I'm joined by my brother Mbadike. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, Okosisi?
Yeah, dear back, I hear you, Mbadike.
You're welcome to the program, and good evening from here.
Afternoon from here. Greetings once again, and greetings to all Biafrans that are listening this evening and following this broadcast. And as our daddy in the Lord has put it there, you put this information, your presentation every day is amazing, you know. You see, when people sit in one place, they don't know how hard we work on this platform to bring this broadcast to them every day, morning, afternoon, and night. And the commitment that we put in this agitation. We are not here to do buying and selling. We are not here to give our people false information. We are not here to deceive our people. Our purpose over here is to deliver our people, rescue our people, give them a better life, give them a stand, a podium to stand and speak. Like you see what is going on today. They tell you the Biafrans are the bottom in the politics. Like, if we get into the politics, all of them will run away from Nigeria. But we're just giving them a small room for them to be maneuvering. But since they, this shit is being thrown on our face, the people that are challenging us with, politics, we're getting into it bit by bit. And when we get in it full time, they find that they didn't have anything in their baggage. Nevertheless, we always come into this platform to tell our people what they need to do and what they need to observe and say something when they see something. This election coming in under BNA, de facto customary government. We are not here to propagate any election. All we're giving our people information is that if you look at all the politicians that are representing your senatorial zone, your House of Rep, Federal House of Rep, and see assess them and find out what they have done in the past 4 years, 8 years. If somebody is representing your senatorial zone or Federal House of Rep, and they're collecting 270 million naira every year to develop your community, you need to start assessing them. Did they construct any road? Did they build any water supply? Did they put any solar light in your communities? What effort have they made with the money, the allocation they're giving to them to do this work? This allocation is not their salary. It's for them to come and develop the area where they represent. Sometimes some of them will bring in a transformer and give some communities. This is the same allocation they get from federal government. They don't buy those transformers with their money. It's the allocation given to them to go and develop their communities. But some of these representatives will bring this transformer and some community will feel like they just bought it from their own pocket. No, it's not. Assess them, find out what they did in the past 4 years they came into the office. If somebody didn't give you any development in 4 years, he didn't give you in 8 years, so why should you get that person in for another way? We're talking about Biafra land because we need to get people that will represent Biafra land in any election coming from now on. And matter of fact, I always advise our people, it's better for we to start in, voting in the younger ones that haven't gotten, secured the political experience, for them to go because they are the one part of us that are suffering. If we can do this, and we make headways. And another thing is for our people that think that under IPONC, that the Biafra will come. You better start marking your graveyard where you will be buried when you die because it's not going to happen. It's dead and buried. Nnamdi Kanu will not give you guys Biafra. If you're feeling sympathetic for him, that's fine. But in terms of giving you Biafra, that case is closed. It's not going anywhere anymore. They will finish fighting for money for them to start giving you Biafra. Right now, none of them is talking about Biafra anymore. It's who stole money, who didn't steal money. Is that how you're gonna get Biafra? So my fellow Biafrans, and this thing is something we're supposed to know already. And we're coming into security. We know what is happening in our localities. Nobody that live in a village that don't know who are the bad people in your village. We know the bad people. We know the strangers that live in our villages. So how come we can't come up and defend our land? As Diaba have said it, if you don't defend your land, one day they will instigate a problem that will make everybody to run into a refugee camp, and they will with Boko Haram will come in there and bomb that refugee camp, and nobody will be able to live in that communities anymore. So now what will happening to us is that we're using our own hand destroying our communities. Is that how we're gonna get Biafra? I don't think so. So in this aspect that we are talking about today, Biafran Restoration Project, we have many avenues where you can come in and join us. You have the Zionists, you have all this pro-Biafran group, you have a MOSOP, you have a BNA. You can always reach any of these platforms that make up Biafran de facto customary government and come in and give us your input, what we should do better. We are not here, we're not distributing money in any of this platform, rather you put it in. As we are planning to have our relay station all over Biafra land, we're needing people to come in and help us to do it because we have a lot of sanitization to do with what IPONC have done to our people, because our people living in the bush and in the cage, they're still feeling that Nnamdi Kanu still have an opportunity to give them Biafra. So we need to come in and join the moving train so that the journey will be easier for us. We don't come out on this platform to give you false information. We went for Conifer Cup and we win the African Championship. We wasn't, shouting about it all over the place. These are the things that will help us to expand our name around Africa and around the world. That's when you need to call this number. Any place you are around the world and you want to connect to this movement, you need to call 917-346-5419. 917-346-5419. This number are for people who are interested in saving the life of our people and restore Biafra. If you're not in that mood, don't bother yourself. Just wait till Biafra comes. You come in and enjoy. Any place you're around the world, send a text message, WhatsApp message, direct call, then we can direct you to the mobilization representative in your localities or in your country or in your state or in your continent. Or you can always go to our website and drop a message there. You can go to de facto government of Biafra. The website is biafragov.org. biafragov.org or biafrannationsalliance.com. biafrannationsalliance.com. Or you can send an email to bia67foundation@gmail.com. bia67foundation@gmail.com or all biafrans@gmail.com. These are the areas where you can reach us. Charitable donation, if you're in Americans, is a tax deductible. You can go to bia67foundation@gmail.com and you make a charitable donation towards our relay station. We're trying to install all over Biafra land. These are permanent relay station, not a mobile relay station you carry from one hotel to another to extort money from people by telling them the relay station is in their village now, they need to contribute more money. On this platform, we don't do it. If we put a relay station in your localities, it stays there forever. So, Dioba, I don't have much to say anymore. I have said much already. And I don't know if you have anything you want me to contribute more or question you want to ask me on the issues that are on the ground.
Well, honestly, I think what our people need to hear at the moment, you have given them that information. Because at the moment, they are like sheep without shepherd. Somebody have to guide them. And I know you have the capacity. And so you're doing perfectly well, sir. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And also, just a reminder, because you have part of Anambra, part of Delta, part of Bayelsa, part of River State. So you can always reach us on that frequency 100.5, 100.5 FM. We are also on app, we are on Zeno, we are on Simple Radio, and on Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio app. Those are where you will get our broadcast every day. It runs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. Well, of course, that is the voice of our brother, of course, Mbadeke. What else can we say? The consultation must continue. There is need for everyone to come together and look at what is really going on. It's not as if what we are doing here is centered on Biafra and Biafra alone. But I think they say charity begins at home. Once we are able to get this equation balance, every other thing will fall in place. And honestly, there are men and women out there who will not come on this platform to sell personality, because after all, we don't have any to sell. We will surely get home. Don't wait till the dish is done, then you come on board. Be part of noble men and women whose actions and deeds will last beyond the pyramids of Egypt. And of course, your sacrifice will be in the mouth of endless generation. You're just simple men and women who want the right thing to be done. Nothing more, nothing less. As I sign off from here, I must appreciate that in the Lord and our brother Mbadeke, who is coming here to lend their voice to this very broadcast. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from where we stop. Do Biafra a great favor. Add to show that yes, those who have died did not die in vain. Be part of this process. Be part of this revolution. Be part of this transition. Be part of Biafra Nation Alliance. And they will know. And I would say, good night from here.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life.
Chiko King Biama, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray.
Oh, just save our lives. We are your children, save our lives. We are like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.
Save my life.
Save my life, save my life.
Chukwa
Almighty Father,
We are begging you, please.
We ain't been living here in the zoo. You up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people stay at crying. You up them out there dying. Save our land, we beg you for love.
tears in my eyes every day. I dey cry. Nothing else I'm asking for, Lord, give me Biafra or I die. We need a clearer picture, a better future, a better future. The Lord.
freedom is what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness. Yes. Save our life, Papa.
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please.
We are begging you, please.
When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe.
Father, Lord, we lift up our hands to the air now. Keep walking, can take all the glory and give it. Send your son to give the life. Set your hands and keep me
Give us Biafra. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
Alele bugum, iwe bugum, obia bawagum, ndio chichi
I know you can feel our anguish, but don't let us perish in the hands of our enemies.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
After this heavy rain.